Good morning, everybody. We aren't here in the classroom together, but I want to welcome you back from your Christmas vacation and say Happy New Year. Happy New Year is when we start a whole new year, and the year is 2022. We also start our months. Now, we've been working really hard to remember what a month is. So far, we've had September, where school started. We had October, there was Halloween. November, that was Thanksgiving. And December had Christmas. And this month is, does anybody know? January. It's upside down. January. So I'm gonna do the calendar today, and I'm gonna hang up January for the month. The day of the week is the first day back from your home days. Now, I know we've had a lot of home days, so it's a little bit different, but we start school on Monday. Today is Monday. That's our day of the week that starts with an M. Tomorrow will be our day of the week that starts with a T. There's two. It's the first one. So the first day of the week that starts with a T is Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. Now, what is the weather today? I'm gonna count to 10, and I want all of you to go look out your window and tell me what the weather is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's hard to hold up 10 fingers all at the same time. And what do you think the weather is today? I'm gonna choose cloudy. It's supposed to snow later today. I don't know if it will snow here, but there are definitely clouds in the sky. The number is 3. 1, 2, 3. So today is Monday, January 3rd, 2022. The question for today was, are you wearing white? White? Do you have white on? Are you still in your pajamas? Maybe your pajamas were white. Okay, now, just because we're not here doesn't mean we're gonna skip our letter of the week. And the letter of the week is M. So each of you should have a packet. And in your packet are all of the things that we're going to work on for the week. Turn my camera here. The first thing that I have for you that would normally be your morning work is, can you spot the differences in the snowmen? So I have 2 snowmen here, and I need you to circle the differences. So let's see what we can find together. Okay, I chose a pink pen, so hopefully you can see it. The first difference that I spy are their hats. So let's see, I would circle both hats because they're different. This snowman is wearing a top hat. This snowman is wearing a little stocking hat. Probably looks more like what your hats look like. Their noses are going in different directions. This one has 1, 2, 3 buttons. And this one has 2 stars. Did you find all the differences? Okay, now also in your packet are your letter M's. And you know what to do here. So this is our lowercase m. And this is our capital M. So we have the capital M and the lowercase m. So it's a straight line letter. You start your letters where? At the top, and we go down. Then you kind of have to make it slanting on its side a little bit. Start it at the top and go down. This one goes straight down and has a little bump and then another one. So color those in, and if you want to cut them out, you can. Also in your packet is your Let's Find Out. Let me hang this one up here for you. Okay, so it's your Happy New Year Let's Find Out. I did not have an extra, so you know that I normally read one of yours with you. So you are going to read this all by yourself. The magazine is celebrating the new year. And it says, do you want to learn something new? Do you want to get better at something? You can set a goal. So a goal is when you decide that you are going to do something. Maybe it's to learn to ride a bike, or to learn to go ice skating this summer, or to try a new food that you maybe thought you didn't like, but you're gonna just try it, just try a little nibble. So it's setting a goal to try to do something new. So this magazine talks about how in the new year, a lot of people set that goal. And you can do that too. All right, now let's look at our activity. So, fall is over. While we were gone, winter officially started. So in the winter, we start thinking about what? Do we think about being hot, or do we think about being cold? Would you go to the beach and go swimming in your bathing suit, or would you maybe build a snowman? So in the winter, here in New Jersey where we live, it's cold. So we just start thinking about cold weather things. Now, one of my favorite cold weather animals is a penguin. So I have some good Let's Find Out about penguins. Let me go get them. Now let's do our M, and we're gonna brainstorm some M words. You start your letter at the top. For the M, start at the top and come down. Then start at the top again. Move over a little bit. Give yourself some space and make another line. This is how you would do the letter H too. Go back to the top and make a line that's leaning. Have it go all the way to the bottom. Pick up your pen, your crayon, your marker, your pencil. Go back to the top and make another line and connect it in the middle. Middle starts with M. For the lowercase m, start at the top again. Go down. Pick up. Start at the top again. Make a little curved line down. And then another one, like that. Now let's think of some words that start with M. What would you tell me to write? It's not as much fun when we're not together, but shout them out. What day of the week is it? Monday. Who was in our book? Where'd he go? A little monkey? What did he want to eat for breakfast? A muffin? What did he drink? He had hot cocoa. What else? Milk. how many more words can you think of? We'll do this again on Thursday. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. We usually come up with more, but I'm gonna do 4 for today. 4 words on Monday. So your job, until we get to Thursday, when you're gonna do your journal, is to spy words that start with M and think of them. Okay, so this is our fuzzy baby penguin chick. It's a little baby penguin. Penguins live in polar regions where it's cold most of the time. Now, there are some penguins that do live where it's warmer, but we're gonna talk about the cold weather penguins. And it's cold there all the time. But because we're about to be cold and snowy, it's kind of fun to talk about penguins now. So here is a penguin chick grows up. This is the chick. So that's what the little baby bird is called. It has soft gray feathers called down. You might have a pillow that's made out of feathers and it's called a down pillow. That's their little soft feathers. The chick is warm on his mom's feet. This is the chick huddling. He's in the middle of a whole bunch of other chicks. The parents leave to catch fish. Penguins eat fish. The chicks huddle together to stay warm. This is the chick eating. It cannot catch fish yet. The parents take turns feeding it. This is the chick molting. It is losing its down feathers. Waterproof feathers are growing in. The penguin is all grown up. It can swim. Here are the down feathers. Then it's losing its feathers, and now it gets its smooth, waterproof feathers. Okay, so some of you might know how a baby bird is born. Can you tell me? How is a bird born? They come from an egg. So in your packet, you should have this little activity. And this is the activity tip for today. This is like when we did the pumpkin life cycle, where we had the little seed, and then there was a sprout, and then it was a pumpkin, and then the pumpkin was rotten and you get the seeds out, and we're still growing our pumpkin jack here. Well, this is kind of like that, where the baby bird, we have to figure out the steps in order. So you should have this paper and this purple paper. And I want you to put the steps of the penguin being born in order. So I'm gonna do it with you, and then you're gonna try. Remove that. Okay, so first we'll talk about it. Birds are born from eggs. Where's my pink pen here? There it is. Okay, so here's the egg. Just a smooth egg. This is gonna be number 1. So I'm gonna put a 1. Now, the bird has to get out of the egg. The baby bird is inside this egg. It needs to get out. How is it gonna get out? So I have some other pictures here. Here's a little crack. I think that would be the bird's second step. 2. So I drew a little 2 there. Look at this one. The bird is poking its head out of the egg. It made a crack, And then it poked its head out. So that would be 3. So I drew a little 3 here. And then there he is. He popped out. 4. So I have 4 pictures and I put them in order. Now we're going to cut them up. Can you think about why I put the numbers on here before I cut it? That's right. So when I cut it, I knew what number order they went in. Okay, so now you're going to need your purple paper. I'm going to turn it this way. See if I can fit them all on here. Hang this up. Okay, and then we're gonna cut them apart. So remember when we cut, we're just gonna cut on these little dotted lines. So you're gonna wind up with 4 squares. Okay, so this is good practice for us to review how we're supposed to be cutting. So there's extra lines here, so I'm gonna cut that off. I'm gonna cut off this top part here. Okay, and I'm using my scissors, so I'm sitting down. Okay, now I have just the 4 little pieces. So there's scissors showing me where to cut. I'm gonna cut them up. I only cut on those little dotted lines. You do not need to cut around the bird. I didn't do that. This is gonna make it easier for you to cut it and easier for you to glue it. We're not making a craft out of the penguin, so we don't need to cut out his little feet, just on those lines. I have another one. Okay. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna see if we remember the order. So you can either use the pictures to do your order, or you can use the numbers if you did the numbers. So I have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which one comes first? Number 1. Number 1, and that's my egg. So I'm gonna take a glue stick. Get it out. Okay, and I'm just gonna put glue on the back. So, whoop, dropped my egg. I'm gonna put glue right here. Okay, let's see if it fits. Might not fit. So, I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to put these in order. So there's 1. Now I need number 2. Put it on the back. And I'm gonna put the 2 right here. Number 3. And I think I'll put it it'll still be next. I'm gonna put it under it right here. And number 4, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the baby chick hatching. Starts like an egg, makes a little crack with its beak to come out, then it pokes its head out, and then the bird is out, and the baby bird is born. And that is your penguin life cycle of the chick being born. Okay. Now we're going to read our book. There was no librarian here to choose the book, so I chose for us. I get to be the librarian, which is fun. And I chose 5 Little Penguins Slipping on the Ice. Five little penguins slipping on the ice. One fell down. Ouch! That's not nice. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more penguins slipping on the ice." 4 little penguins sliding near a tree. One fell into the icy sea. The mother called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more penguins sliding near a tree." 3 little penguins skating all around. One flew up and then fell down. The mother called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more penguins skating all around." 2 little penguins playing on a hill. These are very penguin-y things that they're doing. One slipped off and banged her bill. The bill is the beak, the nose of the penguin. The mother called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more penguins playing on a hill." One little penguin, jumping very high, broke the ice and began to cry. The mother called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more penguins jumping very high." Now there's no little penguins having any fun. No little penguins, not even one. The mother called the doctor, and the doctor said, "I don't think penguins belong sitting on the couch. Let those penguins have some fun." And now they're back to being penguins. Penguins don't really ice skate, but they love to play in the snow and ice. And they can definitely slide down the hill. Just like that. So I'm sitting in front of our Christmas tree. I haven't taken it down yet. It's a tradition for some people to leave it up until the Epiphany, which will happen later this week. So I thought I would read our book in front of our Christmas tree. And I still have our Advent calendar up. I've put all of the people in the barn, all of the animals, the camels, the sheep, the shepherds. They're all in the barn, just like in our play. And baby Jesus is in there now because his birthday was on Christmas. So we'll leave that up until the Epiphany, which is the day that the 3 wise men, the 3 kings, came to give baby Jesus his presents. So that's all for today, and I will see you tomorrow.